we've already started, but we are starting. We're kind of going back in time a week and kind of introducing Lewis's character.
Ah.
I guess the half elf. That's clearly superior to everyone else. He's not. I'm just joking. I'm
Not
joking. That's not how I'm gonna be playing this character. It's not Agrium.
So,
Although at one point he was supposed to be a variant of him, but that's not how I'm playing him.
well,
That's for another time.
we are grateful. She just comes over and puts her hand on your forehead. Like she doesn't warn you, she just sticks out her hand and touches your and holds your forehead. And you feel just a wash, and it feels like you're being washed by a cool spring. And you get the sense that she is like she's casting a spell on you.
Oh wow.
And you see her eyes kind of like get shocked, like eyes widen in shock, and she kind of stumbles back a little bit and says, "You are a true son of the cataclysm."
Well, right then.
Let me explain. Sorry. I should probably introduce myself, but it's not important right now. The energy that is coming off of you is the is a pure form of chaotic energy that is associated with the cataclysm that happened 300 years ago. I've never felt its strain on a person before.
Well, I had
That
led quite the chaotic life.
you do not understand the implications of this. Such power is a great gift, but also can be a great curse to you.
Tell me
It
about
needs to
it.
be controlled. I guess I should introduce myself now. I am Rovina of the Mages of High Sorcery.
Ooh.
A place in where we stand is known as the Bar. And on the Night of the Eye, the celestial event, this place becomes awash in magical energy. This was used by the mages of the Age of Dreams during the wars of the elves, dwarves, and men to deduce the past and the future.
Oh
Hey,
wow.
Rone.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing good. We actually just started not so long ago.
Perfect. Go in here. Oh yeah, he's
My
here.
father actually used to do
He's
math.
here. He just stepped out for a second.
Okay.
She then she then motions you to um to the runes and says, "I touch them with your hand."
Yeah, I reach out and touch him.
Roll me one more Arcana check.
That is into the dice. I'm gonna move those aside. Okay, let's see. I remember how I rolled a 24 last time.
What? Is it
This
another
time it's
24?
no, it's a 23.
Okay. So just a slight little bit lower.
Just
So
slightly lower.
you run your hand along these runes, and you get the same feeling as before, but you start to understand them and what they mean.
Just caressing the runes as I start to perceive what they say.
You get the idea that it's a spell of some sort, and you start to the energy that you exude merges with the energy that is coming from the structure, and you cast the spell detect magic, and you feel your senses explode as you pick up the particles of power, um, the particles of chaos that are in the air around you, the, and the light that has been emanating from all three moons.
Oh wow. I feel tingly. Is that normal?
For you, it will be a new normal. An hour later, Rovina hands you the scroll wrapped in red twine. I have I've come here to seek further answers for my own questions, but this will help you get in touch with a member of our order named Wirren. She's of the Black Cloaks.
Mm.
She can help you learn to control this power you have, and hopefully join the mages of high sorcery, if this
All
is
right,
what you desire.
I'll definitely look into it. Oh,
Very good, because
real quick,
I
I
will.
never
I,
actually give you my name. I am Jack Valentine.
well, Jack Valentine, I'd hope you would look into this. Your untapped potential can be a great blessing to this world, but also a great curse.
Just like
She,
me.
she is stationed in the city of Kalaman, and Jack Valentine, you know that Kalaman is not too far from Vogler, which a friend of yours is from Esben Greenshield.
Um, ooh, I should go visit my friend while I'm on the way there.
Week later, you're at his funeral.
That's awkward. Who's gonna tell him? Just kidding.
Henceforth, while I came up
Speaking of
into the
which,
crowd,
I do have an
and the
important
one
question.
word that people hear me mutter, those that are around me hear me mutter, yet another person I care about has passed.
You are all then shuffled into the Brass Crab again, where the I mean, it's a wedding reception. That is the opposite event.
Oh yeah,
Funeral reception,
my wedding reception clearly.
where the funeral reception is being held. Um, it's a simple affair, but it is packed to the brim, and people are drinking and eating. The lady that I talked about last time, this Gothian woman, forgot her name. She, oh yes, Yom. She is just buzzing around the whole place, passing drinks, coming back to the bar, passing more drinks, and people are just talking and mingling. And eventually, Becklin comes up to. There's no stage in this end, but to the center table and kind of stand. She doesn't like full on stand, but she stands on like one of the chairs just to get a little bit of height. And she she calls out, um, I have one thing to say about our dear friend Ispen that he would have loved to hear. You see, back in the old days, there was a time that I had a pet weasel, and you all start like the nostalgia starts setting in as you realize that Becklin is starting off into one of Ispen's favorite tall tales that he would tell people in all the villages that he's been to, all the every campfire you've shared with him. And she tells this story about how she went to Count to Mount Nevermind, which is your home. Your home. Um, is your home miles, and there she talks about how this pet weasel that she had for a limited amount of time was catapulted to the far side of the island, and Ispen was hired by her to find this weasel. So the gnomes also hired him, but for a different purpose, was to map the weasel's trajectory and to see if the weasel was still alive, which it unfortunately was not. And that is how she met Esben Greenshield. After Beck Clinton tells this tale, she motions to the crowd and says, that is one of many of Ispen's favorite tales, but I know that there were many more that he shared with all of us. The 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 floor is now yours to share what he so willingly and effortlessly parted with us. And she gets off the little chair, and the floor is now your guys's. So the whole point of this, of what Declan is getting at, is and to honor Ispen, what they're doing is that they're telling tall tales about him to celebrate his memory. And so, if any of you guys want to come up and share some tale of Ispen, you
I,
guys can
I
completely
do have a
make it up, or I
question.
can give some ideas. But
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
How did he die? I just realized I actually had no idea.
He died from old age.
Just old age? Okay. I was
I
like, is this something we need to look into? Old age, heart attack, like.
Nope. Nope. Disease related to old age. Also,
Or is it?
yeah,
Oh,
not
that's-
Alzheimer's. So here's the thing. I'll explain old age. Old age, as in the medieval sense, not necessarily like Alzheimer's or something like that. He died in his 60s, so for us that's relatively young. But for them, he just essentially had a bad
He's
illness.
43.
It wasn't suspicious, is what I'm getting at, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, fever for one of his travels, and he passed away silently, quietly here.
Sad.
I
Remember
guess
his
my
favorites?
character will go up. See, I I grew up on what was the name of the island again? Colin? I
Northern
can't remember what it's
Agothia.
called. I grew up in northern Agothia. I thought I would live there my entire life, but Ispen, being the good friend he was, wanted to show me the world, and so we went on many voyages together after after leaving my home, and there was this one time we saw something in the water, some bubbles, and we decided to investigate what it was. Naturally, I'm more reserved. It was more Ispen's idea to go investigate them, but I myself was curious. And as we approached the bubbles, a gigantic squid came, crushing our ship, and we had to sail on driftwood until we came to another island where we saw cannibals. And these cannibals, they tied me up, and I was about to be eaten. But then Ispen, he gallantly came in and tried to save me, which he did, but the cannibals caught him. And so I, sneakily, untied the rope that he was tied to, and I put a scarecrow and tied it up. And the cannibals didn't know the difference. We were lucky enough to be able to find another boat in the nearby. And as we hopped on the boat, to our chagrin, it was pirates. And these pirates, they sailed us across the world. And eventually, Ispen gained their trust and told them to dock in this small little port that he knew about, which in reality was full of soldiers who captured the pirates, which is how Ispen and I became excellent friends, and how I am here with you today.
It's like a cross between the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie and what's that book? Um, that's great.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so yeah, the crowd claps and cheers. People raise up tankards. Many take some shots, and you walk down from the table, and people are like patting you on the back as you come back and sit down.
I smile, knowing that Esben would be happy to hear a silly story like that. And then I'm sad. And then I have a smile, and then kind of a saddened look, missing my old friend.
Anybody else want to go and share an old good tale? Cries Becklin.
Sunder is going around handing out drinks and finger food. He, like, on his face, he's just torn between, you know, the loss of the friend that he knew, but also his kindness, and it's hard. You can see this conflict within him. Well, Esben was a good man to the tall folk and the little folk. No action was too big, no action was too small. I wandered around place to place, and I found this wonderful, wonderful city, greeted by Esben. This is not a tall tale, but it's a small one that I hold very close to me. He took me in after much recovery on my end, and introduced me to all of you fine folk who've been so kind. Tonight I serve his favorite drinks and his favorite food in his name.
Your sentimentality is so boring. You hear from the back of the room, and everybody just in shock turns around, and you see in the back of the room this young man with very, very blonde hair and very pale skin. He's dressed in fairly fine clothes, reds and whites, with like the ruffled sleeves and just the air of pompousness, and a sword strapped to his belt. He has one of the tankards, but he's just like lazily just like holding it. And he says, "I thought we were here telling good drinking the dumb drinking stories that Esben used to tell us while
Oh, no. No, please, no.
drinking this donkey."
I walk up to the guy and say, "Look, we all like a good tall tale, but we're here mourning the loss of a dear friend. So if you're just here for the tall tales, you can go to another inn or bar and tell your high tales there while we mourn the loss of a dear friend, whether that be telling a tall tale that's exciting or a sweet one like that."
Please, friend, allow me. And you just see Sunder smile, unbutton the first two buttons of his shirt. You see like a necklace of claws and bones. He rolls up his sleeves, goes to the center of the room, clears some people from around a table. Come on then, bring it. Let's see if you can even be half the man and be lucky to be half the man Esben ever was. And then I slam my arm onto the table.
You see the man, the young man, kind of look down at you, and says, "Why do I have anything to prove against you, Kendir? I am of Uth Istride. My blood is more pure than whatever yours is. Probably,
So,
probably a mixture
I-
of both." Both poison ivy and dirt and mud, whatever's in Kendir's blood. But
Ooh,
obviously you guys can't take a joke. You
I
see him just start pushing out of the crowd. And
Can I taunt him?
the
want to use taunt.
You can try, but you do actually know who this guy is.
Oh, I do.
Um,
I don't fetch and carry. I
yeah,
want to kill
this
him.
guy is Bakaris. Bakaris Uth Estide. Um, also known as Bakaris the Younger, because his father's also named Bakaris.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, these two are out of everybody in the town who are very cheerful, loving, and kind. These two are the black sheep of the whole town.
I
They
can
kind of
tell.
came 2 years ago.
They're the Malfoys.
Uh, yeah, they came in a few years ago after claiming to a small town, a small house in town, saying that they're distant relatives to Raven, which a fact she firmly denies. Um, and yeah, they've just been kind of throwing their money around and kind of treating everybody in Bogler like dirt. So
All right. I know what I want to say for my taunt.
they're local nuisances.
Okay, so
But you see,
I still want to follow through with
Paris
this. Anyway, continue.
oh, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Bravado!
Having it.
Bravado is the hallmark of insecurity.
You
You
use
see, Bakaris. You see Bakaris stop and turn around, and you see like his hand is kind of fingering like the tip of the not the tip, but the hilt of his sword. And
Sorry,
Says-
boy, but daddy's money can't help you in this situation.
wait, what? He looks at you, Jack Valentine, and you're like hovering near the back, and you see his hand like slip away from his sword, and he says, "I guess we'll save our duel for tomorrow evening then, when you're not surrounded by fellow ruffians, Kender."
He has to make a DC 12 wisdom check if that helps at all, or if you just want to keep going with the narrative, that's fine too.
It's to intimidate. You're trying to intimidate him.
Yeah, no, I'm using my taunt, yeah.
Oh, sweet! I love it. What does your taunt do exactly?
Basically, he would have disadvantage on any attacks on people other than me.
I have this more head.
You have an extraordinary ability to fluster creatures. As a bonus action, you can unleash a string of provoking words at a creature 60 feet within yourself that I can understand you. Succeed a wisdom saving throw. Be disadvantaged on attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of your next turn.
Okay, he's not going to succeed.
Okay.
I'm just going to let you know.
In
And-
thaumaturgy? Is that it's called?
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy? Can that be used on like objects? Like to move something or throw something?
That's for chanting. That's for enchanting.
It is? No, it says manifest a minor wonder.
Yeah, it's one of the most like vaguely worded spells.
Yeah.
I'd say like obviously you can't do damage, but like I could see like
Yeah.
maybe tipping a drink on him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, that would be so funny.
Invisible hand, fireplace, booming voice, phantom sound, and tremors. If you could do invisible hand, I figured that could work like a party trick. It could work with some objects.
All right. So what do you want to do with that?
Nothing. I just wanted to throw something at him.
I'll say you throw a tankard. I like
Yeah.
I like the idea. You throw a tankard, like at him, and it doesn't like hit him. But what happens is that the contents of said tankard splash all down his pants.
Let's go.
And
Just look at him like.
did you see that just the whole bar erupt in laughter, and he is just really flustered, and says, "You'll rule the day that you made enemies with an Uthestide, Kendir."
Win your honor back. Come on. I've been itching for a fight.
Come on.
Ah.
And here, this point, DeBecklin is stepping up and says, "No, we're not having a fight in town. So help me gods." And she's like standing, like, in between you all, and says, "Sunder,
Yep.
Bakaris, I don't care what happens tomorrow night outside, but this is Ispen's funeral. I'll not have anybody disrespecting his name by violence tonight."
Ah. Just a game. A little contest. So be it.
Save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow, Sunder.
Take it outside.
And Bakaris, get out of the tavern. And Bakaris, really flustered, just pushes his way out of the tavern and just leaves.
After he leaves, they shout, "Hurrah!"
And the whole tavern erupts in cheers. And you hear, honestly, there's quite a few people that are empathetic with you, Sunder. They just pat you on the back and says, "You'll give a right old boxing in the ears tomorrow night after the whole reenactment. That'll be a great sight to see to end the night."
Ah.
And so, the night's festivities just continue on. Everybody roll me, Michael, roll me a perception check.
Ooh, that's not a good one. 12.
12. So, it's still enough to notice this. That elf that I was describing last time, the Sylvanesti elf,
Uh-huh.
she has been in the reception the entire time by like in the back, away from the center of attention, and she's just been nursing this cup. You assume of like really cheap wine, but she's just been sitting back there, just staring off into space. And eventually, she, as the night waxes on, she gets out of her place and just leaves. But she's just been kind of staring off into space. But you do notice that she has been paying that at certain intervals she would pay attention to the stories and the jokes and of course Bakaris, but you feel like she's been paying attention to the whole thing, but you don't know specifically what. It's tough to tell with her going from attention to staring off into space.
I'm gonna follow her out of the tavern. I'm gonna roll stealth.
She's not leaving the tavern. She's actually going to one of her rooms.
Oh my, that's very straightforward of you.
I don't want to follow her to the room.
Do it. Do it.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Says the fighter in chainmail.
I'm not a paladin anymore, so technically, just kidding.
Oh boy.
I'm joking. I want to know what she's up to, though.
Are you trying to follow?
It's like that one skit. Legolas, what do you see? I see a human.
No.
What is she doing? She's taking you
No.
back. Legolas, now is not the time. See an orc. She-Hulk.
Okay. Gosh dang it! I want to be able to like hear what's going down. I don't know if I'll be able to get to a position where I can like hear what's going on inside a room without actually going in. Can I like go outside the window?
Clear? Like,
Huh?
what's weird? How much of a stalker do I want to be?
No, I'm not trying to stalk her. I'm just like she's very suspicious, and I want to know if she's up to something. If I find nothing wrong, then I'll leave.
You could ask around.
The
There's probably
only
somebody that-
thing suspicious is you standing under her window.
Okay, guys. I find something else. Sorry for teasing me.
Just barge right into her room.
Guys, no, I'm not gonna barge into her room.
You should
Who are
ask
you
around.
following?
Wait, would I see her?
You would
I,
also
I
notice
have
her.
a
but you-
I have a passive perception of 15. I think I'd see her.
Yeah, you'd see her.
I'm gonna go up and talk to her.
Okay. As she's about to leave for a room, you stop her, and she she's kind of staring off as she was walking, just staring towards the room, and then she just blinks as her eyes focus on you and says, hello, how can I help?"
So I'm sorry. This might sound a little strange, but my father was what was the name?
What was my
boss
father's?
was it?
Sylvanesti.
Sylvanesti. My father was a Sylvanesti. He died while I was very young, so I wasn't able to. Who is that? Who is? Okay, can someone mute?
Yeah, someone's got piano in the background or something.
Noise.
Mormon.
Okay, continue. Thanks, Mormon.
And I was wondering if you might be able to tell me more about them.
Oh, I mean, there's, it's a beautiful place. Especially the city of Sylvanesti. Just a wonder of the world. And she's just generally just uncomfortable speaking. You just not so much just you; it's just in general with people. It says, "Yeah, it's a really 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 great place." Sorry, who are you?
I'm Jack Valentine.
I am I'm Lidara. I'm a performer that I knew Esben. I knew Esben. I'm sorry for you guys.
A lot of noise. Could you repeat that?
Oh, sorry. I'm Lidara. I was a performer that knew Esben in life, and I'm sorry for you guys' loss.
I didn't know him too long. I met him a year back, actually, during my travels.
Oh. Well, he must have been quite the friend to leave such an impact that you would go to his funeral.
I actually didn't know this was happening. It was quite a surprise to me, actually.
Oh, that must be very unfortunate. You're gonna need. Sorry, I need to excuse. I'm really tired and I would like to go to my room.
Go ahead.
Roll me an insight check.
Roll a charisma check.
So, that's 4. Let's see. Insight. That would be a 7, sadly.
If she is lying, she's really darn good at it because, I mean, when you are lying, you want to seem confident in your line. She does not exude confidence at all. She's
Keep in mind,
very
keep in mind, I'm literally saying like let her go.
is just generally uncomfortable. She's just
Which
she
is
just
funny.
seems very very shy. And she just
Strange
closed
that
the
she was
door.
that uncomfortable when she was a. She said she was a performer, right?
Yep.
Strange she was that uncomfortable being around people and talking. considering she was a performer.
Mhm.
Leans ear against door out of curiosity. No,
The door,
I'm,
the
I'm
door's
playing.
closed. She
I'm
closed the door.
playing. I'm playing.
Mormon just leaves.
I
Anyway,
as I'm
as the
walking away,
as
I
the
just see a guy come up with a mug, putting it against the door, see if they can hear anything.
you don't hear anything. I'm sorry. Eventually,
Sorry, Moroni.
Becklin. Well, as the night winds down, Becklin finds you guys, and she says, "Thank you guys for attending the funeral. I appreciate that, especially with that rough. I'm sorry with that rough patch with Bakaris and Sunder. Sorry for being so harsh on you, but yeah, I'm glad nothing came of that during the funeral. I have something that Esben wanted to give you guys, but I don't have it with me. It's at Thormall Keep, and it's pretty late. If you guys won't mind, if you guys don't mind coming to Thormall Keep tomorrow morning, I'll give you guys what Esben was meaning to give you all, his parting gift.
Of course.
Do I get
Of
one?
course. And
Um, she
No,
actually is
no,
gonna.
this
She actually,
wasn't me saying
she
anything.
actually knows who you are, Jack,
Like, I'm
because
just
Esben
walking past.
Oh, you must be Jack Valentine, and she grabs you and drags you into the group.
Like, I just hear my name and I spin around. Why, yes, it is.
And she just drags
How
you
may
into
I
the
help
group.
you?
Like she grabs you, drags you into the group, and tells you what she's told the rest of the group.
Come by tomorrow to
There
pick
you go.
up a
Finally
parting
have me
gift.
around the group.
So I know I'm really late, but where have I been?
You've just been in the party this entire time, and just in this, yeah, in the funeral reception. So
Well, where we left off last time, wasn't there like somebody in like a hood or something that was looking suspicious at the funeral?
that's
Whenever we lit up. Oh,
That would be
was
yours
you?
truly.
That was
Oh, okay.
no, that was oh yeah, well him too, but
That was me.
That was the
it was
I-
also the elf lady that we were just talking about. She was looking shady.
Oh.
So
voice just
I didn't
fully
know.
creeped out.
I didn't know about the funeral. I just happened to show up as y'all are doing it.
I was being so bad.
anyway, yeah. So Becklin,
There-
she wishes you guys a good night. Rooms have been
I-
provided at the Brass Crab for you guys. Anything
I
else
tell-
you guys
I-
want to do
before-
before we get to bed?
Before we leave, Morto, make sure to say thank you so much for doing this. It's very as hard to say goodbye to a good friend. And thank you
I've
for
known Esben
doing
for a
such a
long.
justice to him.
No, you're most welcome. I have known Esben for a long time, and honestly, friends of Esben were friends of me. He had a talent for finding the right people, and yeah, she leaves.
Right.
Anything else with any of you guys?
I'll spend the
No.
night cleaning and serving and just winding down the party when it comes to an end.
Morto just heads
Alright.
to bed.
I'm gonna find a nice spot outside to sleep. As I take in the fact, the only friend I had is dead.
So there's a big tree in the center of town, and
Yes,
it's this
I
big,
love big
ancient
trees.
oak tree. And it's already been decorated for the festival. You see blue ribbons and the tree limbs, along with these like hanging wooden kingfisher cutouts. But you find a nice spot, nook in the tree, and you just fall asleep. And you see like a few villagers that like notice you, but they just walk past. They don't care. The night passes, and you guys wake up, and Jack Valentine, you're resting in the nook of this tree, and you you feel somebody tap on your shoulder.
Uh, hello?
Oh, oh yeah, I didn't. Okay, you're awake. Hey, and you see this young man. He's got um black hair that goes to his shoulders, and um this blue tunic and a sword strapped to his belt. And he says, "Hey, are you Jack?"
I am Jack Valentine, yes.
Hello. I'm Derek. I am Beckland's student, and he reaches forth his hand to you to lift you back up to your feet, and says, um, "How was the tree?"
It was very nice.
Well, I slept. Well, it's been a long time since I slept in the roots of that tree, but yeah,
Honestly,
kind of
it's
weird
been the
thing. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
honestly it's been the best tree I've slept in the past month.
Well, younger me did not feel that, but cool, cool. Sorry, I just didn't expect. I didn't expect you sleeping under the tree. I thought, there was rooms kind of set up for you guys at the Brass Crab, but you know what? You do you.
Well, to be fair, I didn't know any of that was going on yesterday when I showed up to see my old friend that's
Oh,
apparently gone.
that's dude. That's rough. I mean, sorry, sir. That must be really rough. Gosh, dang it. Gotta watch.
It
Yeah,
was
gotta
quite
watch
the
my.
surprise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
Surprise.
so I'm actually heading into the Brass Crab, and I'm grabbing some fish pies for you guys. So if you want, let's go
Mm.
grab the others, and I can walk you. You guys can follow me to Thornwall Keep.
Yes, yes, gladly. I don't think I've ever had a fish pie before.
They're very good. I've lived here all my life, and they never get old. And yeah, you walk with this friend, this guy that this guy that's just here, and yeah, you walk with him into the tavern, and he's like, hey Thom, I'm looking for the funeral guests," and she's like, "Oh yeah,
Um,
are,
okay.
they're right over there, and you guys are already awake, enjoying the continental breakfast that's been set up." And there's like, "Hey, welcome to Vogler." And you guys see a young man with a sword strapped to his belt, with black hair, and he's like, "Hey, nice to meet you guys." And he goes to each of you guys and shakes your hand very fervently.
Awesome.
Good firm hand.
It's a pleasure to meet you, young man. Um, it's
My name is Derek Highwater. I'm
pleasure to meet
yeah,
you.
I'm
Can you speak
Beckland's
a
student.
little lower?
Sorry, you're good. Yeah.
No,
So,
still okay.
It's a pleasure
but
to
yeah,
meet you.
so I'm yeah. Oh, sorry. I am not the best at all this. I like books. I'll be honest. I'm a book guy.
I am the Gobble Gambler,
Really
and
cool.
I like, I love books.
No.
But you guys,
No.
supposedly you guys are from all over, right?
Yes.
Where exactly are you guys from?
You wouldn't be
North
able to find it.
North Aragoth. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Oh, I've never. That's really close to Sandcrest. We actually have a guy that's in our in the keep that's from Sandcrest, and then I mean that's not the same island. Yeah, it doesn't matter. and turns to he then turns to Ulrich, and he's like, "Wow, where are you? Are you from Ice Reach or something? Because wow,
No, it's just a small village. It's called Goodland.
dang, I don't even think I can get as big as you, even if I tried."
Just doing the push-ups and the farm and whatnot.
He brings a little notebook. It's like push-ups and fire. Okay, sweet.
Eat your vegetables, I don't know what to tell you, man.
It puts and then he puts a little note like vegetables, and then he turns to you, Miles. Of Kespin. He's like, "Oh, you must be from Sandcrest, from
Yes.
Mount Nevermond." Yeah.
Kespin fell
So,
asleep in his food.
oh, he's
He
asleep.
face planted in the plate.
Should I wake him or He then takes a fish pie and hovers it over your nose, seeing if the aroma, the fresh aroma
But
will wake you.
what?
Oh, sorry. Hey, name's Derek, and he sticks out his hand to you.
All right.
You must be from Mount Nevermind.
Yep.
Ah, Mount Nevermind.
Do you
That's
happen to
right.
know a Thule?
A what?
You happen to know a Thule?
A fool?
A
Is that what you're saying?
Thule.
A thule?
Yeah,
What's a
thule.
what's a thule?
Cool.
Thule is he's from Mount Nevermind. He's also a gnome.
Never
Do I
mind
know
that.
him?
Roll a history check.
Okay.
The explanation of Mount Nevermind is so funny.
They say history.
Yes.
Si, signore.
It's 14.
You actually kind of do know this guy, but it's not in a good way.
Oh.
He,
Who's-
you
who's
know, the local character, Thule is that.
The low.
Gnomes,
What?
gnome inventions, they're always kind of crazy, right? You know how
Mhm.
they, they're very they can be a little destructive and sometimes blow up and be crazy. Thule's unfortunately, like, he always made inventions that served no. They they had that same problem, but in a
useless.
worse way. Like served no they served no purpose at all. They were just pieces of junk, according to the gnome community.
Uh, but yep, I know the guy.
Wow, that's saying something.
Yeah, so he was kind of a joke. He was the joke of Nevermind, Mount Nevermind.
Like, maybe. What's his name again?
Oh,
Thule.
well,
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
oh, sweet. Then yeah, that's awesome. You guys, yeah, you guys
Must
should
be
totally
best
connect.
friends.
Yeah, it's cool. He's a nice guy.
So is Mount Nevermind as cool as people say? With aerial transport, is that literally a thing?
Is it?
You're thinking he's talking about the Inari launchers, which is a system of catapults that launch people to different levels of the mountain.
Yeah. I like gnomes. Like,
Yep.
yeah. It's pretty fun,
That's
actually.
awesome. I mean, also very scary, but that is pretty awesome.
That sounds great.
Yeah, he actually made a Nary launcher not too long ago. So for us, I haven't tried it yet. I'm a little scared too, but if since what you said that they actually exist in Mount Nevermind,
Wait, you
then
said Thule made one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna spit out my drink. He's like, don't do that.
Oh,
Please,
okay. Good to know. Good to know.
don't.
I wouldn't trust that thing if I were you.
Pretty much.
And
He tries
you
it out
guys see it.
anyways. He's never heard from him again.
Hey, Sunder, and yeah, you know Darrett. Darrett, he's people in the village think he's it's a little weird that he hangs out with Becklin so much because the fact of her being a Solamnic knight. Not a lot of people like that, but Darrett has always been like the most cheerful, charming person you ever met. He can be a little airheaded at times, but he's a good lad, Sunder.
Okay. Hi, Derek. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Sunder. You excited for the reenactment?
Aye, it'll be a good one this year, I hope. Especially in honor of Esben.
Oh, absolutely. And with the Ironclad Legion being a part of it, this is going to be the most thrilling reenactment the village has seen in years. Like, the other years, it's just been other villagers fighting other villagers. But this time, we actually have like another group of like trained soldiers, like joining in the reenactment. It'll be really, really cool. I can't wait to see like actual tactics.
Indeed. Pay attention. You might learn a thing or two. Might save your life one day.
Oh, I really hope so. I really hope so. And yeah. Oh, sorry.
I'd boop him with my staff.
Follow me. Yeah, I should probably follow me to Thormal, and he leads you there, and he's quite the talker. He is just asking you guys more questions about where you guys are from, about some of your adventures with Esben, what you guys have done. Eventually he starts going to you, Michael, and saying, "Hey, so are you so what's the thing with the helmet? You seem to wear that all the time."
I remain silent.
This is the way.
I'm not gonna like. I don't say anything. I'm not like ignoring him, but like, that's a stupid question. I don't feel like I need to answer it.
Oh, you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
He asked an honest and
you-
polite question. I think you should answer. I'm sure we're all curious.
Who said what?
I was saying, I'm sure we're all curious. You asked a polite question. You should answer.
Benjamin, you're kind of tweaking out.
I know.
I still.
Yeah.
I know what he said. I don't have any reason to answer.
You
Fair
must be. So are you a warrior? Or did you serve in the Islamic military? Ooh, like maybe. Are you part of the are you part of the Ironclad mercenaries? I haven't seen you before yet, but you look pretty well equipped. I mean, you're not a Knight of Slamnia, but still, that's wow. Must have seen a lot of stuff.
More than you can imagine.
Oh, I'd love to hear about it sometime. See, I've always wanted to like actually put my tactics to use. I have a lot of theories about how cavalry can be used and how who can better use siege weapons and supportive infantry. That's never really been done before, and he's goes off on these military tangents. And if you want, Michael, roll me an insight check.
Not 20.
Dang. You he tells you students, and it makes it sound like a village bumpkin just trying to learn swordplay from a warrior. You know, like trying to like learn how to swing a sword. But the way how he talks about Becklin and like the fact he catches himself saying like dude or like casual like words and stuff like that, you realize very quickly Becklin has a new squire.
Hmm. Cool.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, what's a big deal is the only other like squire she's had in her life was you.
Things with their career, not lingering on the past like I am.
What a
But you know
loser.
that does not recognize you like Becklin um recognized you yesterday. So he's not been told about you. But yeah, so he leads you to the village, and people are still putting like the final preparations for the Kingfisher Festival. More banners are being set up. See the king this Kingfisher like iconography is just everywhere. But it isn't detracted. It doesn't make it feel like this isn't like some marketing campaign. It just adds to the cohesion and just the homey feel of this place. This place feels just straight out of a storybook. Like, I mean, for you guys, this is like, oh, this is a really cute little village like to your characters. But the best way to describe it to us as people living in on Earth in 2024 is this is it's just Shire-like area, and you make your way through the town to this little corner of the village. Um, um, right, right at Thornwall. As I said, it's this little area right next to where the road was. You passed by it earlier, and it's this really old, shabby, basically a step away from a ruin. There's these vines of bronze-colored ivy clinging to its three-story tower, and it's easily the tallest structure in all of Vogler. Um, on the top of its roof, you guys see that catapult-looking device, which you know Caspin to be a Neri launcher. And what's very interesting is that around the ruined walls, there's all these pits, um, and there's a few like excavation tools. Not like a full on like Indiana Jones style investigation where there's a bunch of tests and stuff. It's like there's a few tools just lying around as if someone's been digging holes around this keep. But you guys walk in, and um, you see Becklin, and she's not in her Slavonic armor anymore. She's just in a simple tunic and breeches, and she has um, some basically sardines and toast, and she is eating them very cheerfully. And she looks up and is like, "Ah, you guys made it. Thank you for answering my request. I see you have met Darrett, my student, and guys walk in, and she motions you guys to take a seat around this this long table that has been set up in the middle of this bottom floor of this tower. So I've been meaning to give you this, and she motions to this box. But how did you guys sleep last night?
Very good. Very peacefully.
Good, good.
Every night at the Brass Crab is always
is
a good one.
Best tree in months.
You slept in the on the tree. Huh. It's been
Haven't slept in a bed
weird.
in years.
Is it true that you grew up with wolves?
Yes, I was in fact raised by wolves.
I like stare at
Fascinating.
Jack
Huh.
now.
Yeah.
I'm perplexed.
That tree, though, believe it or not, that is a seedling of a great Valinor tree. One of the ancient elven trees that were first planted during the Age of Starlight, when the gods are first forming this world. It
I
just,
knew I had a good feeling about that tree.
it's just that, but that tree, that seedling, was planted during the Age of Might. Istar, one of the warriors of Istar, when they first came here, they planted that tree in the center to prove the might of Istar colonizing this land. That they could take a seedling of a great Valinor tree and just plant it where they pleased. And so it's still growing, but eventually it'll be as tall. It'll be the towering trees that you would see in places like Solace in Absania. Anyway, sorry, just a little tidbit. I love. Fogler has a surprisingly rich history.
Never apologize for one's
Anyway,
interests.
you're here for the what?
Never apologize for one's well-intended interests.
Oh, thank you, Sunder. And she goes and brings up this box. She sets it down gently on the table. It's been left this for you all, but it does come with a condition. Since he won't be attending the Fisher Festival this year, he wanted you all to participate for him. Specifically, he hoped you would take his place during the reenactment of the Battle of High Hill. Every year he looked forward to participating and dying in an even more ludicrous way than the year before. Becklin smiles at the memory as she opens the box, revealing a round green shield. It is carved with the scarred broadleaf tree and painted with a mossy green. It is worn, but you can definitely see the scars from each axe and each blade, but it is in very good shape still, just as you guys remember it.
What a gift. I'm so honored.
Honestly, I can't. As Ispen would say, um, it's only one for the six of you lot, but this shield. I don't know if what Ispen said was true about getting this from Unicorn, but this is a very special shield, and whoever wants to wield it is more than welcome to.
I can hold on to it for now.
Thank you, Sunder. So any of you want to specifically wield it during the reenactment, you are welcome to.
Good times. I would be honored to. I'm not much of a warrior, but it would be. I would. I was. It's been saved me from a terrible situation. I would be honored to hold this shield and try and die as dramatically as possible in the reenactment.
Thank you. And I should probably not keep you long. The festival is actually about to start in just a little bit. But thank you guys. Thank you for being so willing to participate in the reenactment. It's my good friend Kajal has promised me that there'll never be a reenactment like it in the coming years, and I am really excited.
Very well.
Okay, just as a side note, this isn't me saying anything to any of you. Just like I personally just have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, when people
Uh,
phrase something that way.
It's a trap.
Oh, 100%.
Let me ask this.
100%.
What nights did you say we're gonna be at this festival?
the festival is today. Is this day? So
It's right
this
now.
is the morning of
Oh,
the festival.
what are the mercenaries called, though?
The Ironclad Regiment.
Can I roll a history check on them?
Sure. Yeah. You actually last time you guys met the leader of the Ironclad Regiment.
Did I fight alongside them or against them previously? Or did I
You
have
would
no
have fought
involvement with them?
alongside them.
Alongside them?
You
Okay.
would have fought alongside them. Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 2, not
Huh.
adding anything, obviously, but so I know nothing about them.
Yeah, they're kind of a new mercenary group, but you do know they are connected with Cudgel Iron Smile, the she dwarf that you guys met last time yesterday. She was a dear friend of Esben.
Okay. Well, if it was, she's a friend of Ispen, she's a friend of mine. All right. So I go and I say, where do I go to participate in the festival? Holding green
Well,
shields.
we're about to head to the to the village green in just a little bit.
Very well. Show me the way.
I mean, it's
So
not
you
that
have the
hard.
shield now
It's literally
then?
the tree and that's middle of the square.
Yeah,
And
I'm holding on to the shield for the reenactment, but I'll give it to you afterward.
Fair enough.
you guys make your way back out of Thornwell Keep to the village circle, and as you guys make it there, it's still it's about 9 o'clock in the morning right now, and so the festival's in full swing. You see people are starting to mill and around the town, but they're all making their way to the center. And when you guys get to the center of town, it is in full swing already. You see different carts and I know he said vendors, but tarps set up for people to sell and distribute food and goodies. Already in the center of town, people have gathered right next to the stage, and there is essentially a brass band um, playing for the village. More of a medieval brass band, so it's like wooden flutes and fiddles and lyres and stuff like that.
I
But
can do
it
you
is
one
very
better.
jovial, and eventually, um, Raven Ufbogler takes the stage, and the crowd silences. Welcome, friends, the mayor begins, raising her arms high. Welcome to the Kingfisher Festival. Cheers and applause fill the circle. The mayor smiles widely. Today is a day of not only revelry, but also reflection. We are all here thanks to the courage of heroes who came before us. Let us honor our founders, our family, and all those who can't be here to celebrate today. Enjoy your festival, Vogler, with good spirits, good times, and good friends. And look to the Kingfishers for good luck. An energetic round of cheers follows the mayor's words. With that, the Kingfisher Festival is officially underway. The crowd of people scatters to different parts of the festival, but a large portion of it is still in the center, dancing um, and resting right next to the tree. There's couples just sitting under the tree and with their families, eating food, and yeah, is the this jovial festivities already in full swing. And he also, before Raven gets off the stage, he's like, also we're having like the annual fishing tournament, starting in just a little bit. Those that
It puts
see if they can get Ben Bog, the line breaker, will get my best fishing rod. And she
I put
steps
my
off the
shield on my back and I say, well, I guess
Sign
today
me
is
up.
my lucky day. And so I pull out my lucky fishing rod that I've had. That I got. I'll say I got this fishing rod, while when I first met Greenshield while we were on the boat. That's where I picked up fishing. Greenshield introduced fishing to me, and so I'm gonna pull out that rod. I'm gonna cast it out.
I realized that this was in the adventure, and I was like, this is perfect for Alden. So,
While he's
Uh,
doing
let-
that,
what do you guys want to do at the festival?
I'll fish
Other than
alongside.
Alden,
Or a
everyone knows
duel.
what Alden is doing.
If there's a duel, I'll do that. If not, I'll just probably do the fishing as well, just for kicks.
I'm mostly gonna go fishing.
Are there any temples?
Ever since the old gods have left the world, there's been churches, but there've been churches to like all these other religions that have brought up.
Okay,
Bogler
so-
is an interesting town, though, that
Where is it?
they believe in. They believe in very folky traditions and stuff like that, and some venerate these deities, but there's no official shrines for them or temples in this town.
Okay.
Are there any places to go, like, fight to make some coin or something?
That would be where Thunder's going to. So there's no like straight up like, hey, here go and duel, but there is wrestling rings.
Yeah, somewhere you can like go and like maybe do some bets and earn some coin.
To be honest,
Nice.
Morgan, I really thought you were gonna like see if there's any brothels or something. I don't know why.
This town would not have a brothel. This isn't a Wild West. This isn't like the Wild West town. Out
I don't know why, but I saw you had like.
growing town.
So we can go wrestle then and earn some coin from it if we win some fights.
They serve ale there?
Yes, there's gonna be a lot of betting there. Anything Michael wants to do at the festival?
I'm just gonna kind of keep my ear to the ground because I still don't trust that elf lady from last night, and if she shows up again, I'm like,
Kill her.
I don't want to get caught off guard. So I'm
Alright.
not like making trouble, but I'm definitely like staying aware, not letting the frivolities get to me.
All right. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have these contests happen at the same time. So
Okay, so
Thunder and Mormon, you guys make your way to the this area that has been roped off, and people are there's just different there's these men and women, and they're getting ready to wrestle on the village green. And so what I'm gonna do with you guys, and Alden, you go to the dock, and this is where most of the crowd is actually going to. And you see all these people just lining this wharf, including that grumpy dude that yelled at you last time, which you believe is the wharf manager here. But eventually, you see Mayor Raven. She walks up onto the pier, and with a fishing pole resting on her shoulder, Raven takes her place among, as one of the competitors and beckons the other participants to line up with her along this pier.
As
And
everyone's
says,
getting ready.
It's
I am
time
gonna
to
be doing
find
this-
out who among us, Kingfisher folk, is the Fisher King.
Well said.
Yeah, there's a few groans at her pretty bad pun, but everyone reels in and lets loose. And in the meantime, you see this old gentleman, which you and Thunder, you know him as Uncle. He steps on the in this roped up and says, "Now all I want from you all is a nice clean fight. But those that beat their opponent senseless in a good, fair way will get my finest fish pie."
As all
Ready?
this is going down, you just see me taking my staff and tying some fish line onto it and casting it in.
I love that.
So I'm gonna
It's not
have.
to say, hey, you're gonna
here's what
want
I'm
some
gonna
bait to go with it, and I pull out like, obviously I'm gonna have some bait on me. Oh, I give him one of the minnows that I caught yesterday, and I say,
Like,
this
I like-
fish.
I like
offer
pull
it
it
to you.
out, showing him the hook with a little bit of bait on it.
Very well.
So all four of you guys
Copy
roll
that.
me a d20.
Can I rage for advantage on an athletics check?
Sure.
Sick.
And Alden, because you have your lucky fishing rod, you're gonna get advantage on these survival checks to fish.
Okay.
Just
Whoa,
a straight
okay.
roll?
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
are you?
I am not using this die. Okay.
But this is just roll a straight roll. This die is just a straight roll.
Are you ready to hear my roll?
Nat 20?
What's your roll?
No way. There's no way.
What?
There's no way. There's no way. You're using an improvised fishing. You're just like, hey, I can do this. Oh, would you look at
Immediately,
that?
You just pass your line in, and it takes a few seconds. Oh, 18. Sweet miles.
I think we need a separate camera just for Lewis's dice.
We do. We really do.
Some of these are starting to sound a little.
Far-fetched.
Yeah.
Nine.
No. It does
Are
happen
we
though,
doing that, man?
where I'll just get have times going where I'm rolling really bad,
Has anyone checked
and
the weight of
you've
those dice?
you've all seen this while we play. It's the most random things that I get the next
You are
20
literally
on.
the embodiment of chaos.
No, Lewis, we know.
Anyway, so. All right.
I'm not using these
So
green dice.
so you got a 20. What did you get, Alden? Straight roll. What's the straight roll for the d20?
Oh, the straight roll was a 7.
Okay. And then what did you get? What did you get, Benjamin?
The straight roll for me was 14.
14. And then what did you get, Mormon?
I got 17.
Dang it.
And Miles, are you also competing in the fishing tournament or in the wrestling tournament?
We see him in the water wrestling the fish. Catch it.
You can always do both.
You can always do
I
both.
like that. Yeah, let's do both.
Everyone else is with their fishing rods now. It's like,
You're fashion.
So, Morto, you've cast your line in, and then you feel like a little jerk. And you're like, "Oh, I got something. Definitely got something." Meanwhile, you cast your line in, your line in, Jack, and it is like a second where it's just calm, and you just have the line in. It immediately just jerks forward. You're like, "Oh!" Like you feel like you are trying to pull back a semi truck. It is.
It's a
that
good
much-
thing I have a +3 to my strength.
So actually, I'm gonna have both of you roll me survival checks with Alden rolling with advantage. Lewis, it's just a straight survival check.
Roll with disadvantage.
All right, and then my wrestlers. Oh, and by the way, Miles, you're also there. You're in the water. People are like looking at you, like, what's going on? You like, there's a fish, and you're like start grabbing it. And so I need a instead of a survival check for you, Miles, I need you to roll me an athletics check.
Alright, I got 13.
13. Sweet.
Yeah.
You pull you up your line, and there's like a little eel, it's a little river eel. Catch your line.
I'd be an electric.
I'm clearly proud of my catch, but like I've done better. But like I'm still happy that I caught something.
Mad.
Water eels.
All right.
Well, no, electric eels are freshwater water eels, so you might want to watch out.
Lewis,
What's that?
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's a nat
But-
one that
but I
time.
got a nat 20.
That's what I got a 1. I guess that's what I get for re-rolling it instead of going with what I got originally.
God of Chaos, dude.
So,
He has a
okay,
D20 that's half 20s and half 1s.
Well, you
Chaos
see,
is
originally I rolled like a 16, but I thought, you know what? Rather than doing this, I want to do this on camera.
Well, here's what happens.
Ah,
What I want.
I should have just took the original
Maybe-
roll.
Maybe
you
that's
forward-
the key, Lewis.
Shit.
Like you can't. Sorry, Pablo, keep going.
No, you're totally good. But you just get yeeted forward off the docks, and no one in the world has ever done this before. But the first water skier takes off on the big river,
Like this,
plowing
like
along the water. And Raven's like, that must be Venabog, the line breaker. Everyone, onto the boats! And people are rushing on the boats to try to like rescue you.
I
So,
will not give up.
You're gonna take. I'm gonna, because there has to. You're like hitting the water really hard. You don't have any actual skis. Even though this is.
If you,
This is
I'm
a cantrip. Come on, this is a cantrip. So I'm continuously gonna be casting mending on that line to make sure it doesn't snap.
that's actually smart.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage after like this whole experience of hitting the water really hard and just gosh, this is great. Meanwhile, so you got a 14, right, Benjamin?
Yes, I did.
You are facing this pretty like muscular fisherman. Like here's the thing, he's not crazy muscular, but he's like I guess the ratio wise, this guy is like Little Mac. He's Little Mac.
Okay.
Facing it from Kent out, essentially. But medieval fisher born. So roll me an athletics check with advantage. Because
Sick.
you're raging. And then what did you roll again? What did you roll again, Ulrich?
17.
Oh dang. So there's a guy.
Uh-oh.
This guy is at least a head taller than everybody else.
Oh no.
And you instantly know he's not just. This guy is not completely human. You definitely feel like he has some ogre blood in him. And he stands
It's a
up and
Goliath?
says, "No, not an ogre. Goliath. This is not a Goliath. He doesn't have gray skin. This is definitely an ogre, like half ogre." And he leers over you, and he's got like this short beard and long black hair, and just he's just guy's just tall and beefy. And he says, "Let the best man win." And you see his like little tusks kind of poking out. So roll me an athletics check.
How about they? So that's plus my athletics then.
Yep.
Oh, dang, nice. I'm pretty proficient in athletics.
What did you get, Sunder?
I got 21.
21? Sweet. So here's what happens with the guy. He just bull rushes you. But you use his momentum against him, and taking your leg, you trip him up, and you just plow down on his back, driving him into the dirt. And he tries getting up again, but you just keep him down. And eventually, you see Uncle just pat the ground like 3 times. He's like, "He's done. Gunnabog is done." And you just hear Gunnabog just like.
Are you not entertained?
Anyway, Benjamin, what did you roll against Little Mac?
I rolled a 2 and a 17, so 21.
Yeah, so Little Mac's like, come get me, and he's like, but like, squaring you up and the whole thing, and you're like,
And this midget's like, okay.
yeah, you just charge right at him and just punch him right in the kisser, and he just collapses onto the ground, and you just topple him and.
Boy, that
Hey,
was street rules.
it's
I thought this
pretty
was
clean
wrestling.
Yeah. I'm basically right now. I'm wearing only my gloves and my trousers basically, and Sunder is like oddly buff and shredded for a Kender, and his muscles are just like really flexing right now. But there's also like a calm focus in his eyes as well.
Nice. So, here's what's gonna happen with you two. You guys earn 10 gold pieces for winning these rounds because of how well you guys did.
I love 10 gold.
Nice.
So, Lewis, roll me one more check.
Can I give help? Can I do the give help action to him?
Sure, yes.
No, you did not. You did not.
Oh, show us in the camera.
Get a light on it. You motherfetcher.
Oh my gosh.
It's ridiculous.
So here's what happens.
Absolutely
I suddenly
ridiculous.
learned to walk on water.
I like the idea of you still giving the help action, but this is what happens. You feel a little hook, like not like pierce your skin or anything, but it pierces like your cloak, and you get yanked back as Mordo is yanking you back with his line, and then you yank back with your line, and this huge, like, massive fish just pops out of the water, and
Did Jack just get turned into the bait? You have a dude on the end of a fishing pole using another fishing pole with a fish.
And it is this massive cuirassed carp. It is a huge fish, just this huge bony, bony exterior fish. And Raven just comes up to you guys, looking at you, and says, "You actually caught him. I have seen glimpses of this fish. I have made it my life's work to catch it. You finally caught Benabog, the line breaker."
As I'm just holding my staff with a line on it.
I pat you on the back and I say, "Where can I get one of those rods?"
One of a kind.
And
Custom
you
made.
see like a bullfish just like picks you guys both up like you just won a football game, and they just parade you around to the village circle, and
I whispered to Jack. I say, "I don't know how I got on here. You did all the hard work. I just pulled you back in and made sure you didn't die from drowning."
So here's what
I
happens.
won't
You
lie.
guys
That was
have
actually
not
really
only
fun.
bragging rights for catching the famed Benabog the Line Breaker, but Raven, in exchange for the fish, because she wants it mounted on her wall, she hands you guys this elegantly crafted fishing pole with kingfishers carved into the side, brass kingfishers carved into the side of it, and just gleams in the sun. And it is easily worth 50 gold pieces. This fishing rod, and she hands it to the
I
both of
hold
you.
it. I hold it and I say, "Wow, this is amazing." I say, I look at Jack and I say, "As much as I want this, you really deserve this excellent rod."
As I
But
take it in my hands, like, it's about time I got an actual fishing rod.
I don't even know if you need it. I don't even know if you need it though. With what? Oh.
So eventually, it passes. Also, you guys get free drinks from the villagers
Heck yeah.
for winning.
I'm gonna go join that
But
wrestling
you
now.
I'm gonna say like time passes. You guys are enjoying the festivities. Michael, you don't really notice. You cannot find this woman, this Sylvanesti elf. And you went back to the brass crab. And you just like looking at her room, and you're like, "It's gonna get out any second." I know. I've talked to y'all, me. She has
At the
not
window.
left this room. And you just don't see her. And eventually, it is time
Guys.
for the reenactment.
Guys, I think I know why she was so uncomfortable now.
I did not condone this.
Anyway, so I'm gonna recover from that. Eventually, at the village green, Raven announces that the reenactment will begin at High Hill and to follow her to it. And she just starts up this parade of villagers, and people start walking out of the village to High Hill.
I want to get high on a
And
hill.
you guys are like now back with the crowd, and you guys see Darren. And Darren has a bunch of food. He's a skinny guy, a skinny young man, and he has like this armfuls of just village food. And he's been wolfing down his Beckley's near him. Like, Darren, like this is too much. Like when I'm talking about building muscle, this is not the way to do it. This is not the way. He's like, oh, what is so good? And I'm pretty sure this will help me bulk out. Look at how many fish pies I have. Like, that's a lot of protein.
Protein, you say?
And
You want to know?
Let's
This is
not
how you
make
work your.
fish
This is how you work your muscles. As I'm just like starting to curl 2 logs.
the little logs.
And then I
Hey,
start
hey,
curling
hey!
the
I have a +3 to my strength. Okay.
Okay, never mind. They're decent sized logs.
I can't see.
And-
I have it to hold the mug with both hands. Just
Wait, so is this reenactment thing? Is that for all of us or just the one with the shield?
I think it's just the one with the shield.
All of you guys, especially
We probably get VIP
Beckley invites
seats.
you all to join
You
in.
want
Like
all
all
of
of you
us,
guys are
right?
able to join into this reenactment.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Alright, might as well.
A little short for a reenactor, aren't I?
You guys
it's fine.
join-
You can play the child soldier.
But you guys march your way through the woods along with this parade. Unbeknownst to you all, in the shadows of the woods, reptilian eyes follow this procession as you guys make your way towards high hill.
I thought the lizard folk were good.
Passive perception.
Who says it's the lizard folk?
Racism.
And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
No! Honestly, that was so much fun. I love the fishing part. is
That
so
was
fun.
the most fun I've ever had. Like in
Did I
In
get any fish, or
reenacting
did I just
festival.
continue to punch water?
Oh, nat 20. That's
You
the
started a
word.
war with Poseidon.
Yeah.
Cool.
you, yeah.
Sand
You
guy.
also actually
Scotty
you
does
also
sand.
did get a prize, but like so what you got was because you got easily second place. You got a blue cap and a fishing fly with blue feathers.
Ooh.
They're not worth any money, but they're pretty nice.
If you don't want the fishing fly, I'll take it.
Anything's worth money if you sell it to the right person.
Oh, I got it? Or who was I meant?
Who
Oh,
was
yeah.
it? Who was it
So-
that got the fishing stuff? I think there's still some confusion.
Who got it?
I believe it ended up like the fishing rod ended up with Jack Valentine.
Yeah,
Because,
Jack got the.
Yeah, because he caught
Because
it.
he
Basically,
needs.
it was
Because he
meant to
needs it.
I
both
caught
of you
Jack.
guys, you were both involved with catching Benebog, but
Just gotta break it in two.
Morto kind of just handed to Jack, being like, "Hey, you deserve this more than I did."
Yeah, I didn't. All I did was make sure he didn't get dragged further out in the water and drown later.
I'm so surprised that you guys caught Benebog. Like he was always there, but like
We just changed the
It
world
was like-
war.
no, seriously, like you would only get him if you would roll a nat 20 on that.
He rolled a 2. He rolled a 2. 21, 20.
Well, I also
Lewis.
like that. I think like Lewis's dice rolling is like, oh, what's it called? I don't remember the term, but like it's like how light is both a wave and a particle, and like if you observe it, then it does
yeah.
more particle patterns. But if you don't observe it, it has more wave patterns to it.
Like where you can know where a particle either is going or where it is, but never both at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That type of thing. And so like Lewis, if like you observe Lewis's dice rolling, it's horrible. But if you don't observe, it's incredible. There's like no in between.
Yeah. Again, like these past few sessions, it's been really tough because I liked how the story started off like very classic fantasy story where it starts out at like the small village and stuff like that, which I really love. I love the Shire. I love that trope, but sometimes it can start like it feeling like a little slow at time, slow, particularly with D&D. But
Don't
I feel
worry.
like
Don't worry about that, man. It's
That's
fine
where
to
the
go
role-playing
slow.
comes in.
I'm only gonna change the world lore because of it.
what I'm saying is you guys have kept it hasn't felt slow at all just because you guys are such good role players, and also like the chaos that you guys have added to the game just from like what you guys participating in the Esben retelling tale bit, and especially with the festival, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
So this was really fun.
I wanted to freaking slam that child into a table. Things I never thought I'd say before in my life, but here we are.
Yeah, it was very hey.
It was good. That was really good.
It could have very much happened. It could have very much happened.
I think I'll call that thing I was doing while catching the fish water sliding.
Oh, water sliding. And people will do it in the future with machines that drag them across the lake, back and forth.
It'll be nothing like it was the
They'll have
first
to do
time.
some. They'll have to have something to protect their feet.
You need to protect their feet when they do it.
Moroni, when are we ever gonna see Michael's face? It's gonna be like at the end of the season, at the season arc.
Never, please.
Honestly, I'm not sure, but it's probably gonna be later in the game. Like, I'm thinking it's gonna be like an end game thing.
Pretty much like a Master Chief with a Mandalorian type thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Love it.
It's gonna be like little hints, like throughout the entire thing, like where it's like almost like revealing his face, but then it's like he like avoids it or something.
It's like that one Master Chief face reveal.
They did a
Takes
master.
off his helmet, but there's like another helmet underneath.
That would be so funny. Please do that.
Yes.
Please. Or like you're wearing like a mask or something.
Like that Deadpool where he takes off the mask and staples it.
Got Wolverine.
I don't know. I mean, I imagine that the party would start getting suspicious eventually because they've never seen me eat. Like, anytime I eat, I go off.
Just trying to think that you're undead or for some reason.
They might. They just might.
Well,
The party's gonna start wondering things.
Hey, I won't
Mor's
shame
gonna be
you
like,
for being
Mor's gonna be
undead.
like, hey, well, I could have been playing an undead. I could have been playing a dampier this entire time.
So my character's not undead. I still eat. I just don't eat in the company of others.
Well, vampires eat.
Oh.
Yeah, Dampiers are only half undead.
Exactly.
He's only mostly dead.
All dead. There's only one thing you can do.
What's that?
Check for the check for the pockets for loose change.
How'd you know that's what I was gonna do?
Gee.
That little jiffy thing that I sent from Rona was just perfect.
It really
Hilarious.
was. That was incredible.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying the peace of Vogler. For
Yeah.
his-
One of my
exactly
favorite things that we do.
like for the swarm.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, to check on time. I decided to use the updated sorcerer stuff, so I felt it was only right to update Jack Valentine. So I did him on the new sheet and scrapped what I had for him and redid the rolls.
Are they better?
You want me to read off these rolls?
No, I really don't.
They're probably all 18. Like it's fine.
No, they're not all 18.
I
My
don't believe
highest-
that.
There's 117.
That's what I was gonna say.
My highest thing is my charisma, which is a 20.
Wait, what?
You can't.
+2.
No, because he has his pluses from his
His racial gives him a +2 to charisma.
Oh, that's true. Half elves are charismatic as frick.
Hey,
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Ooh, yes. My lowest one is my dexterity. With that, I only have a 12.
Well, now we know your weakness.
Only a 12.
Tightrope.
Only a freaking 12.
I have a 16 in everything else.
You
Oh.
realize like a +0 is like an average human being, right?
Well, it's a good thing I'm not a human being.
You're half a human
I'm-
being.
Yes, but the other half is so much more superior.
I feel like you're gonna slowly become like racist and narcissistic throughout this series.
hey, if he becomes racist, I'll be fine.
Oh, we need to tell him the time we were all racist without him.
Oh no.
We're racist without me.
Yeah, you left a void. We had to.
You left a
Universe had to find a balance.
See how it is.
Anyway, thank you,
forgot
Corwin.
to
That was
make
that was a
that
good
choice.
festival. I can't wait for it to all explode in our faces, quite literally, as something happens wrong with the festival.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. That's to be expected. Just some quick housekeeping that I shared this earlier, but we will be playing next Sunday. But
Okay.
after that, we're going to be taking a 2-week break because I have things going on.
Christmas and wedding.
Marriage.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, some things.
Today.
So where's the
Thanks,
honeymoon?
So the honeymoon
Perhaps
is
have
in
a good
Colorado
too
Springs. which
Wait,
I'm
everyone shut
concerned
up.
by
Corwin.
asking.
Details.
Yeah, start over, Corwin.
We're going to Colorado Springs.
Oh, okay.
That's details. I'm a little concerned now. That's why you're asking. Okay,
We want
fun
to meet you
story.
there, obviously. No, I'm just kidding.
He's gonna
So,
be in your
fun story.
hotel room.
My grandpa, when he got married, they went to this big hotel in Salt Lake City for the honeymoon. They ended up staying in the room right next to my grandma's parents.
Awkward.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just gonna pull a Moroni and just like awkwardly wait outside your window.
I didn't.
Vernon's like, I never did this.
I never said I went back to the freaking tavern.
It's canon. It's canon. It's canon. It's canon. I'm sorry.
I literally didn't even say I was looking
It
for
is
that.
canon.
He never
I said
exits the tavern.
What?
He never exits the tavern. At least
I know.
that you
I
know.
did. I left the tavern.
Here.
I didn't go watch the window. After Jack talked to her, I didn't do anything else.
Through canon, you are in fact a creep.
Let's not let him put his ear up to her door trying to listen to what she's
Yeah.
doing.
What was that?
Dark men carry dark shadows.
No, I just walked away just to look back to see him.
You came up to the point where we're like, hey.
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 I'm the creep.
It's like total Spider-Man.
She
Like
closes the door
"Hi."
behind you like, what's going on?
I don't like the way my character's being
Fishy
represented.
going
I
on.
feel attacked.
But that's too dang bad.
Also, one more thing of business. I mentioned this like a week ago, but I'm considering switching the format
Discord?
of these calls from Messenger to Discord because with
I use Discord, yeah.
with Discord, I think like most of us use Discord.
Yeah.
You still
I
have
was
that
originally
private
planning
channel
on
up,
using
you can use it.
Discord when we were starting to do this, but
Yeah, I
we
remember
ended up
that.
Why did we switch out of Discord? Was it just to do Roll20 or?
Oh, so we switched from Discord. Honestly, it was because I wasn't really comfortable with using Discord again, just because like it had been so long from using Discord, and I think one of at the time maybe it was with Benjamin, I can't remember, but like we had trouble, like one person didn't have Discord yet, and so I was like, everybody uses Messenger, I'm just gonna use Messenger just for simplicity's sake. But now I feel like more people are using Discord, and Discord actually has a really nice feature where it syncs up with Roll20.
Oh.
So kind of want to
That's
explore
cool.
that feature, and also be nice. It's nice to have things that I post in like the chat, like not just go away after a little bit.
And you can have different
Have, like,
sections
multiple
too, different chat rooms for different things.
Yeah, we can have like a section for memes. We can have a section for me dropping lore. We can have a section just for general like scheduling and stuff like that.
Sick.
So,
Yeah,
I sent my
like,
Discord into the
Yeah,
chat, so you can find me there. Because I don't think I'm friends with anybody.
yeah,
I
I
think
think that's
you
the other
might
reason we
always
had a hard time finding it. But yeah, doing friends. But I'll see if I can start that this week. But so if you guys want to like post your Discord tags, that'd be great. I'll post mine right after this. I'm not gonna promise that will be that we're gonna use Discord next week though. It just will depend on how much time I can that I can to figure out like how does it sync with Roll20, and also like I don't know how much time I will have this week just from me finishing up work and also going to my grandparents.
I can't do next week.
Okay.
I mean, I might be able to if I like do something a little janky and then bring some stuff with me, but actually no. No, I just won't be able
If that's the case,
to.
don't worry about it. Again, we'll see when it comes to next week, but it is like the Sunday before Christmas, so.
Yeah, I'll be out of town.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, well, we'll just go play it by ear this coming week. But thanks, guys, for joining. This was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Man.
It was good
What's
fun.
that?
You're weird, dude.
I'm out. I'm out. Peace.
Alright,
Love y'all.
see you guys later.
Yeah. So guys, what do you think? Does my staff have a +5 to fishing on it?
It does now.
It does now.
Like if we ever do something fishing and the fishing rod is failing me, I am going to pull the staff out.
You have the fishing rod now, basically. So it's just like, eh.
You have
Yeah.
the fishing rod that caught the giant fish.
It's not even a
The
fishing
line
rod.
breaker.
It's a staff.
That's why it was so funny. It's just like, yeah, I'll participate. Why not? What?
Just tie a line onto the end of my staff.
Ridiculous.
Such is the chaos.
Yes, such is the chaos. Love it.
Indeed.
Good fun. Very good fun.
Very good fun
So,
indeed.
What chaos and world-breaking lore are we gonna do next?
I say we kill the mayor and the tavern keep, and we take over the city before these other people can. And we're gonna turn it into a gang.
That's fair. We could. You know what? I don't even need to do that much. I have a +7 to my persuasion.
Of course you do.
I have all the high rolls.
Murray's just like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
You
buddy.
thought- I always get really high rolls on the most random things.
You do. You do.
So I'm sure, like, for instance, if I'm gonna try right now, like, right there's an 18 on the roll, plus the 7, I'm sure I would have been able to convince someone to let me be the leader of the town.
Well, I mean, it doesn't always mean you get your way. You just get, like, the best case scenario.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's
And
possible.
for me, that best case scenario will be some kind of chaos where I become leader.
Yeah, probably.
Keep in mind, he quite literally stated today, my power, chaos.
Yeah. No, like, I want a homebrew. Remember that homebrewed chaos class that we made?
Yeah.
That was fun. We should whip that out at some point. Dude, Chaos Walk? That was a cool ability.
Yes. I'm
Alright.
not gonna lie. At some point, I just want to have it where you just see me grip my staff.
Oh, Miles is back. Hi.
As you see a
I'm back.
surge
Oh,
of
good
chaotic
evening.
energy
What?
surging forth, From me. letting out the magic power within.
I imagine it being like a dark purple and like a velvet red combination.
That would be really cool. There is a thing in this world with like a purple flame.
Mm.
I know nothing about it. I
Right.
just know it's a thing.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna hop off then, y'all.
Wait, how do you
Yeah.
guys see the numbers on your Discord?
If you
That's what I'm thinking.
if you go to your profile and you click on your name, it shows the 4-digit number at the end. It's how you can get your friend ID a lot quicker, and so people can find you better.
Oh, there it
The
is.
streamer
Okay,
mode
I see now.
enabled?
Legacy username badge. Okay. Wait. Maybe? How does that work?
You know what's cool about this stick?
Huh.
So on this end, it's got this, but I can take
Yeah.
it off, and it's got a middle spike.
Nice.
My mom was really worried. She's like, "You won't be able to fly with that on the airplane on the ride home." I'm like, "We'll see."
Watch me.
And it made it through security. So You guys able to find it all right?
Yep, I think so.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna add everybody, and then they'll have mine.
Yes.
So you can just copy and paste that, right?
Yeah, well, it's pretty much your what it says like you originally known as, or it's like your like more direct username.
Well, I can just like copy and paste the Captain Everett with the number
There we go.
stuff.
Now we got it.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
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 Send friend request. Didn't work. Double check that username is correct.
I'm just gonna wait for someone to find me.
How do I find you?
But you're right there.
Hi.
Ha! You've been found.
Haha.
Bold of you to assume I'm here.
No, bold of you to assume I'm not behind you.
That is also true. I would honestly not be surprised. Oh, dude, if I was playing as Kaj,
I'm already friends with Miles. Psh.
I think you would like Kaj. He's a illusionist mind magician. If you know Jace from Magic, he's kind of like that.
Oh yeah. So as a fun thing, my favorite character, Agrim Morningstar.
Naturally.
This is all gonna be for him.
Okay. Every
It's a
page just
character-
says fireball on it. Just fireball, fireball, fire.
Each character sheet for a different class.
Oh yeah, you're doing the council.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be so much fun.
Honestly, I can't wait for it. It's gonna be so much fun. For
I'm
that
curious to see which one's gonna
first
turn
one.
out the most OP.
Like,
Wait, so it's the username
What?
or the display name?
It would be your username because the display name and the
Definitely
username are different.
Yeah.
So yeah, do the username and then the 4-digit number. You know what you're saying?
So, for him, I'm probably just gonna use the same stats I rolled
Just for all of them?
and just use for all of them.
Yeah.
Just like arrange them around depending on what class.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Or you just had to do all 20s and then just level
Oh,
20
okay.
level 20 all 20s. I once tried making a character that was a level 20 all 20 proficient in everything. And then I gave him the manuals that like boost your stats by 2 even over the limits. And then I realized that if this character was immortal, he could basically have infinite stats. So I was like, and then this character is just no parameters, so I couldn't really create him.
So Agrium.
Agrium is an entirely different beast. He is an actual existing entity somewhere in the universe. Like, I am convinced he actually exists.
I honestly wouldn't doubt it. And if he so be, all I can wish for is that he comes and just says hi to me.
He would.
Just makes himself known.
I feel like you would leave with him, 100%. You'd be like, take me with you.
It's like, well, it is time to have an adventure.
All right, hopefully somebody else can figure that out. How to
Yeah, that
send
should
friend requests.
that should work. Corwin has to create a server now and then just add us.
Because I just copied and pasted the names that they sent, and it said double check the name.
Like, honestly, I'm just gonna wait for him to do the server for him to send for all of us to join. That way I can get everyone I don't have easily.
Exactly. Don't worry about it too much.
Yep.
Don't worry, Ben. You'll know immediately when I disappear with Agrium Morningstar on an adventure.
Oh, the sun will turn black. The
Right.
sky will illuminate. Like
Good night.
Guten
Good night.
Guten Naga.
Das Vidania.
Das Vidania. I just realized on the W container it just says be
Yeah.
better and I feel attacked. Be better. Do better.
Be better.
I love that.
But yeah, jitterless energy blend. So. All right. Hey, you want to know about the new sponsor though? Deemed Fit.
Yeah,
Deemed
let's
fit.
know about the new sponsor.
It is a clothing brand owned and run by first responders, policemen, paramedics, firemen, and the such, promoting mental and physical help for both first responders and for civilians. So, I got the essential black hoodie. They make workout clothes and things like that for everybody, and good brand. Went out into a mild snowstorm with it, and just the hoodie. It's perfectly warm. So. Good stuff.
Very good stuff.
Also, I did make the mistake though of at work. I shotgunned a monster and then drank one of these immediately after. When I got back home. So I was up all night.
You wanna know what I almost did?
What did you almost do?
Earlier today, I had a Red Bull. I contemplated using that as the liquid.
Oh, dude, that would be epic. Yeah, I should get a monster. Yeah, and just mix it with the dubby. My girlfriend's yelling at me and says no. It'd be fun though.
No, it would not be fun.
It'd be fun.
That would be amazing.
If we ever do it, we'll cheers. We'll
do
clink.
it together.
We'll do it together. Do it as a live stream, and then someone can report when we have our inevitable heart attacks.
No.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, that's assuming I can't handle it, which I totally can.
Honestly, if anybody could, it would be you. Your eyes would probably just be like, and you'd be like, I see everything.
I can taste every color.
I can taste every color. You would. You would. Anyways, I look forward. Actually, no, I was gonna say I look forward to next week, but I don't. And I do, but just for different reasons.
I personally look forward to the day me and you can hang out in person again.
Seriously.
That's gonna be one heck of a trip.
It will be. We need to go Wendigo hunting, cause that.
Oh yes, we still do. Most definitely.
Skinwalker Ranch. We'll get our swords, dress up, head out.
Yes.
I am so down for that. Maybe in the summertime or something. Alright, well. Love you, brother. Good night.
No, don't worry. Next we're gonna go vampire hunting.
Ooh. As long as we get to go to Europe.
Yes. I'll take my paintball gun and I'll make custom paintballs.
Mm-hmm.
To where the liquid inside is like
Garlic.
a mixture of like garlic and other stuff.
Like garlic and holy water.
Exactly.
I have a friend who's a Catholic, so maybe he can hook us up.
Do you know how to make holy water?
No, well, I mean, water in a prayer,
Boil-
basically.
No, you boil the hell out of it.
Right, yeah, no, I should have seen that coming. It's a good one.
Get a little bit of holy water. Get some garlic mixed into that. Put that in. Use that to make a paintball. And we're good to go.
Ooh, and then you make it like a little flashbang, too. So it'd just be a ping, and they just get obliterated.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Yes, your live streams become nothing more than us hunting down monsters.
Dude, I would love that. If this just evolved into a monster hunting channel, that'd be awesome.
Better yet, just becomes a reality show where we're just hunting down different monsters.
As long as the monsters are there.
As long as there's monsters to find.
And we do not die.
Correction, you don't die.
You can't die.
I always will somehow find a way to survive.
Yeah, you would either find a way to survive or die and come back somehow.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, we've seen it multiple times in the past where I should have died, but I came out with nothing but a scratch.
Are you saying real life or?
In real life.
Oh, of course. Whoever rolled your stats rolled very high.
Yes.
Could you imagine if we were just like D&D characters from some like cosmic entities.
I put all of his stats into luck.
Everything.
Everything into luck. He'll manage to level everything else up himself.
Pretty much. First thing I'm doing is looking at my character sheet and figuring out what the fetch is wrong. No, but I feel like I would definitely do a lot more with life if I could level up, you know?
Oh yeah, most definitely would.
There'd be so much motivation if we could do stuff. If we could like see stats and things like that.
Yeah.
I heard a badoo.
Yeah. Eventually becomes a god.
Yeah, pretty much.
Honestly, first thing I would do is actually make Agrium Morningstar into a living, breathing person if he isn't already.
Seriously. Like if we get the ability to do that one day, I would love to just have like a universe with every single character idea I've ever had. And it'd just be like, go! And then it would be an absolute crap show. Oh gosh.
Like,
What-
you go have fun.
Oh man, one of my characters is a werebear barbarian. I want to play as him so bad in a campaign. The problem is he's a little too close to Captain Everett and at least mechanics. So
Yeah.
I have to wait a while before I can play as him. But he's also like he's just a druggy werebear barbarian.
Hey. You best hope Agrium doesn't touch that pelt.
Oh, that was a throwback. Holy fetch. You reread the stories then, yeah.
Yeah, I reread some of the stories recently.
What did you do to it? You enchanted it.
No. So we took it
Yeah.
to Agrium's friend. I don't even remember what we named him. But Agrium being the man with max luck, his friend was the most unfortunate fellow.
Glimley? Glimley the unfortunate.
Really unfortunate. To the point where he's so unfortunate he's not allowed to die because him dying would be far too fortunate for him.
But he's the purest soul.
Purest soul. I'm not gonna lie. For my headcanon, him whenever he loses money from how unfortunate he is, he just loses it magically.
Yeah, like if you hand him like 5
Because-
gold coins, they'll lose one reason or another throughout the week. Like he'll drop one, get mugged for another.
Because of my in headcanon, because of how lucky Agrium is, whenever he magically loses a coin, it magically ends up with Agrium somehow.
Yeah, I
It's almost
think
like
they're.
reach into his pocket and find a coin.
Ooh, here'd be a fun idea. A party comprised of the opposite effects of Agrium. So Glimley would be the opposite of Agrium's luck. So then you would have different characters who are basically his antagonists.
Wait, no. Except when it comes to women.
He sucks with
Glimley-
women. That's the
Glimley
one thing he's
has
bad at.
Immaculate luck with women.
Yeah, just one character has immaculate luck with women.
That's gonna be Glimley because he has the reverse luck of Agrium.
That's true, he would. But he would be so pure and so innocent that it would just go right over his head.
Exactly.
Or like he would try to initiate and things would be going so well until it doesn't every time. Starts dating a girl, her house burns down.
Yeah.
And then she's like, yeah, no.
I can't. I'm sorry. It's not me. It's you.
It's not me, it's you. That is 100% something somebody would say to him. I also had, during that time, I had a great name for the mermaid lady. But I had lost it ever since then.
If we go through the stories, we're gonna find it. We just gotta go through it.
I was really proud of her storyline, actually, and Sebastian's.
It was really good. That's where I got the name for
Seabass.
Captain Seabass.
Yeah. I was really happy when you made a Captain Seabass.
Actually, I think I may have named a character that has to do with one of the ones I made.
Mm-hmm.
after the mermaid without thinking about it.
Mm. Yeah, I'd imagine it influenced some decisions there.
Oh, most definitely did. I love my alcoholic mermaid.
Yeah, she doesn't care about anything until she's drunk, and then it's just rage.
But yeah, it's like she doesn't care about anything until she's drunk. If she's not, she's just perpetually depressed. But if it's too drunk, it's nothing but rage.
Yep.
What did Agrium destroyed that mermaid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also just her failed romance with Sebastian, and then it's like she's depressed and he's undead. So, because I think he was recruited into the party, or
No.
he was just
Agrium absolutely obliterated him into nothingness.
You got his
by
guns.
summoning a
Yo,
by
yeah, the
summoning a
meteor.
meteor.
Oh, little did I
Having it
know.
crash through the ocean.
Nothing happens for a moment, and then. Oh man.
It's really sad, honestly. I really wanted to know what was on the other side of that ship.
Oh, because when it was broken in half. Because it was broken in half.
Because the other half just got completely demolished by the meteor.
Dude, I mean, I was improvising. There was nothing over there.
Okay, that's good to know.
I thought a lot into every one of those characters' backstories, but not what was actually on the ship.
Nice.
Yeah.
Agrium got the only useful thing, the gun.
The gun. The pew
and
pew.
A mermaid.
That's
and
true.
a mermaid he constantly tries to flirt with.
But fails.
But fails every time.
Oh yeah, the first girl you flirted with turned out to be the traitor, and yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe I did that to you.
That was hilarious, though.
I think she backhanded you at one point too because you just rolled so low.
Yeah. Yeah. She did.
It wasn't physical damage; it was psychic damage.
Psychological damage. Never before has Agrium had such bad luck with women. From this day forward, he will henceforth always have bad luck with women.
Pretty much.
But we did learn, however, in our last campaign, the first campaign we played when we got back, the only time he will have luck is if it's with the one.
That's true.
And that's if he's lucky enough to find them.
It worked out well for Agrium in that campaign.
It did. It worked out for him very well. He became the king of a kingdom, but he didn't really need that to begin with.
No, of course not.
No, he only had control of a king and an entire kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
That he turned into an army.
Yeah, you started leading the thieves guilds. You got the city, and then you basically got the kingdom.
Yeah. Also threw that other kingdom into a black hole.
Yeah, you did.
Everret was mortified.
Everett was mortified. I was going to say, Everett is terrified of him, of OG Agrium, for sure.
Yeah. The Agrium I'm going to be playing in the other campaign is the closest I'm ever going to get to OG Agrium. I quite literally put it down as OG Draft.
The OG draft. Gotta frame that.
The reason I have it as OG Draft is because the Rogue Sorcerer has finally come to fruition.
Rogue Sorcerer?
That's what he was going to be originally, remember?
Yeah. That's not a bad combination.
It's really not.
Honestly, multi-classing into Bard or Rogue with any other class can be really helpful.
Yeah. Oh, right. So, there's the normal 12 that you have to choose from. I'm also going to be going in for the Artificer for one of the classes.
So you're going to do a 13?
The
Oh,
13th one, Artificer.
an artificer agrium. Definitely artillerist. Or he could basically be an Iron Man and go with steel. Not steel defender. Steel defender is with the companion, the armorer.
Armorer.
Yeah.
More
So
than likely.
there's a stealth armor option in that one too. So
So he'll, whatever the mermaid's name was, I'll have an AI named after that mermaid.
it was something. It was started with an M, not like maybe like Morgana or like I don't know something. Matilda. I think it started with an M.
We're gonna go with Morgana because it sounds fun.
Morgana
Morgana, initiate stealth mode.
does. Just turns invisible. Exactly.
Good times.
Good times indeed.
Oh, right. The lore for the one I'm gonna be playing in the other for Agrim in the other campaign. I'm gonna have the DM read through the stories,
Yeah.
and then because I already talked with him about the campaign we did with Agrium,
Yeah.
the actual campaign.
He's gonna
I
look at it
talked
and
to
be like,
him about
no.
that, so he knows that one. So what I'm gonna do is so yeah, this is the third and most current incarnation of Agrium.
Well, you have to remember that, well, OG Agrium, I mean, he used Meteor, which is a 9th level spell. So,
Fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, this is the most current incarnation of Agrium. The original one just came into being one day. No one knows where it came from or how it happened. It just did. This trend proceeded with the second iteration of Agrium, where he suddenly came into being, but as an infant at an orphanage.
and then he can get a feel for the character and know how to shape the story by not shaping it and letting it just happen.
Yeah. And now for the most current version of Agrium. With this one, it's going to be a similar thing, but with him, he was reincarnated back into his original timeline. But because he wasn't there, the chaos that surged throughout the world that he created went on a rampage, causing the world to be destroyed and tear itself apart, leaving him to have to leave that world and run through many others as he proceeds to world hop.
That'd be fun. Oh, no. If you're world hopping, I have a character for that.
See, we're already doing a lot of dimension hopping as is in this campaign. It's a thing we do. So it's like perfect to bring Agrium in.
That's true. What is it with half elves being so chaotic? Because the character I created is also a half elf, I think. Yeah, half elf. I didn't choose a class for him, but
Agrium was originally gonna be a half elf, so yeah. What's with them being chaotic?
I mean, to be fair, I think they get the best racial racial benefits, honestly.
Yeah, I really like them, but I also really like the Azamar traits and start off for the stats.
That's true. ASMR, of course, and it's also more unique. I really want to play as an Owlin. I want to play as a really shy Owlin one of these days as well.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will see you next time then, man.